Hello students, welcome to APS live classes. My name is Vijay Kumar, Department of Biology. Today we'll see some basic concepts of biology before going for a detail about every concept. We will start from the basic. What is biology? If you split the word bio means life, right? Bio means life. Logy means study. Okay, if you define it properly, biology is the branch of science. Okay, that deals with the study of living organisms. Okay, biology nothing but it is the systematic or scientific study of life. Life nothing but here not only human beings, life nothing but it is plants, animals, and microorganisms. Okay, so here life is made up of what? Life is made up of cells or a cell, right? What is a cell? As you know, cell is the basic, a structural and functional unit of life. Cell is what? The basic, structural and functional unit of what? So before going for a detail, we will see some more introduction about biology and what are the syllabus that we're going to discuss. Okay, how many chapters and the weightage of every chapter in case of theory as well as NEET. Okay. The total marks for biology is 100, in which 70 marks for theory, 30 marks for practicals. Okay, 30 marks per practicals and competitive exam. With respect to biology, you're going to write KCET and one more NEET. KCET, it is Karnataka Common Entrance Test. Okay, Karnataka Common Entrance Test. For this, you're going to study PCMB, Physics, Chemistry, Mathematics, and Biology. NEET, it is National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test. National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test. For this, physics, chemistry, biology. Okay. So if you see detail about the NEET, in physics, they're going to ask 45 questions. chemistry 45. We know that botany there are two branches. One is biology having two branches here. One is the botany, another one is zoology. Botany again 45 questions, zoology 45 questions. Right? Each question carries 4 marks. Each question carries 4 marks. Okay, one wrong question or one wrong answer, it will be -1. Okay, 1 mark will be deducted. See, if I talk about only biology, if one question carries one question carries 4 marks, totally how many marks? It is 180. Here also 180, right? Togetherly, it is 360 marks. 360 marks you are getting only from the biology. Okay, here togetherly you people are getting 360. So, to get good score in the NEET, it is very important to be thorough with what? Biology subject or biology concepts. Okay. Next, we will see what are the syllabus that we're going to study in the biology. Okay, and the weightage of every chapter. So the one who qualify the KSET, is going to get engineering seats, veterinary, B Pharma, D Pharma, and PN Wise. Okay, Bachelor of Naturopathy Yogic Science, right? In the NEET, almost all the medical fields comes under NEET. Okay, even here, Agri, BSc Agri also considered with respect to the NEET score. So now we'll talk about syllabus. In biology, we have 5 units. How many units? We have 5 units. Okay, in which 22 chapters. In which 22 chapters are there. Unit 1. Diversity in the living world. Okay, it's the first unit. Unit 2. Structural organization. In the plants and animals. Right. And the unit number 3. Cell structure and function. Structure and function. And the 4th unit is plant physiology, and the fifth unit is human physiology. Right. First, diversity in the living world. It contains four chapters. The first one is living world. Right. The second one is biological classifications. The third chapter, plant kingdom. Fourth one is animal kingdom. Okay. For this unit, it having the weightage of 18 marks. Okay, having the weightage of 18 marks. From the first chapter, 4 marks. Second chapter, 2 marks. And from the third chapter, 5 marks. From the fourth chapter, 7 marks. Okay. Second unit, structural organization in plants and animals. Fifth one, morphology of flowering plants. Sixth, anatomy of flowering plants. The seventh one is structural organization in animals. Structural organization in animals. This unit, the weightage of this unit is 15 marks. For morphology, 4, anatomy, 4, and the structural organization animal, it is 7. Totally 15 marks. Going for the next unit, that is the cell structure and function. The chapters like cell, the unit of life, biomolecules, cell cycle, and cell division. Cell cycle and cell division. This carries 17 marks. Cell, 8 marks. Biomolecules, 5. Cell cycle, cell division. Next unit, plant physiology. The chapters like transport in plants, mineral nutritions, photosynthesis in higher plants, the 14th one, respiration in the plants. The 15th one, plant growth and regulators. Plant growth and development. So these are the 5 chapters in the 4th unit. The weightage is almost 27 marks. 27 marks. Six marks. 6. And for photosynthesis 5, respiration 5, and the plant growth and development 5 marks. Totally 27 marks. Going for the last unit, which is very important unit, that is human physiology, that carries a maximum marks 28. In which the first chapter, that is 16th one, digestion and absorption. Breathing and exchange of gases. Body fluids and circulation. Excretory products. And their elimination. Locomotion and movement. And the first is a neural control and coordination. The last one is chemical coordination and integration. You will see the weightage of every chapter. 3 marks, 3, 4, 3. Locomotion and movement, 5. Neural control and coordination, 5. And chemical coordination integration, 5. Okay, so this is detailed account about the 5 units, totally having 22 chapters, right? In which 11 chapters belongs to botany, 11 chapters belongs to zoology. So I'm going to mark which are the zoology chapters. This is the zoology of animal kingdom, structural organization in animals, biomolecules, cell cycle, cell division, and entire this unit, human physiology. Okay, so these are 11 zoology concepts. Remaining 11 are what? The botany concepts. So we'll discuss some basic concepts of animal kingdom. Okay, we are not dealing detailing, we are going to some basic concepts. Animal kingdom. What we're going to discuss in this topic, that is first introduction. So what are the characteristics of animal? If you compare the animal to the plant, it having some specific characteristics, differentiated characteristics. We can differentiate the animal from the plant. Okay, it is motile, plant is non-motile. It is heterotrophic, plant is autotrophic. Okay, so those things we're going to discuss in the introduction part. On what base we divided animal kingdom? That is basis of classification. Basis of classification. Okay. Next. After dividing, what is that division? Right? That is, we already know animal kingdom systematically divided into non-chordates and chordates. That is, non-chordates and chordates. Right? In a non-chordates, there is again subdivided. Number one, it is porifera. Number two, coelenterata. Number three, ctenophora. Number four, Platyhelminthes. Aschelminthes. Number 6, Annelida. 7, Arthropoda. And number 8, Mollusca. Echinodermata. And the 10th one is Hemichordata. Okay. And 11th one is Chordata. Okay. These are all the types. Chordata, it is systematically divided again. Chordata, nothing but the animals that having the notochord, the animals that does not have a notochord is called non-chordates. Agnatha, nothing but without the jaws. Gnatha, nothing but jaws. In chordates, the animal that having the notochord, some animals having the jaws, some animals does not having the jaws. Jaws nothing but that is used for chewing. Okay, the mandible and maxilla, right? The second division is gnathostomata. The second division is gnathostomata. In this agnatha, there is only one class Cyclostomata. Only one class is included, Cyclostomata. In Gnathostomata, it is again subdivided into two superclasses. Superclass. That is, first superclass, Pisces. All fishes are included under Pisces. Superclass, Tetrapoda. Wait, there is a small correction. Before this, there is one more division, that is Urochordata, Cephalochordata, and here Vertebrata. So there is a small difference between chordata and vertebrata. Chordata nothing but they having notochord at the stage of embryo. At the stage of embryo, they having a notochord. This notochord get developed into backbone, that is called vertebrate. Right? This vertebrate, it is divided actually. This is divided as, okay, without the jaws, with the jaws. Without the jaws, it is agnatha. With the jaws, it is gnathostomata. Right? The same thing here, a class, only one class is included here. It is Cyclostomata. Okay. here in the Gnathostomata, two superclasses, as I said. One is Pisces, another one is Tetrapods. Tetrapods, four-legged animals. Okay, they're having the four legs. Pisces again systematically divided based on the skeletal system. That is Conjunctis, another one is Ostrictis. Chondrichthyes and Ostrictis. Tetrapods, four-leg bearing animals, that is amphibians, reptiles, caves, and mammals. Okay, this is the total outline of the top chapter, Animal Kingdom. Okay, in the biology, we're going to study starting from the small organism, that is from unicellular to a larger animal, that is human being. Right? In the first unit, diversity in the living world, there are four chapters we come across. One is the living world, second one is biological classification, the third one is plant kingdom, and the fourth one is animal kingdom. In the living world, the first chapter, we're going to discuss a systematic classification. Okay, like the kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. This is a systematic classification that we're going to study in the first chapter, that is living world. In the second chapter, that is biological classification, where one of the scientists called R.H. Whitaker, okay, he scientifically classified all the organisms into five groups, that is Monera, Protista, Mycota, Plantae, and Animalia. Okay, that you already come across in your 10th standard. And the third one, plant kingdom, where you're going to study detail about the plant kingdom, that is algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperm, and angiosperms. Okay, this is the zoology chapter, animal kingdom. So these are the concepts we're going to discuss. Okay, in our daily session. Right. After this, the second unit, the structural organization in plants and animals. Anyways, the first one is morphology of flowering plant. Morphology, nothing but it is external features, outer characters, the shape, size, structure, color, appearance, right? The second one in the second unit, that is anatomy of a flowering plant, where we're going to study the plants by dissecting their parts. Okay, make monocot or dicot. Okay, you might have come across parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma, xylem phloem, that you're going to study detail about these cells or tissues in case of what anatomy of flowering plant. After that, the third one in the second unit, that is structural organization in animals, where you're going to study about different types of tissues. Okay, and a detail about anatomy of a cockroach, frog, and earthworm. Okay, the third unit is cell. It's a structure and a function, in which the first chapter is the cell, the basic unit of life, where we're going to study different types of cells, cell organelles, okay, and especially the nucleus, ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, Golgi complex, vacuoles, okay, with respect to both a plant and animal. After cell, we have biomolecules. In biomolecules, of course, the human body is made by so many chemicals, in which the major complex chemicals, that is carbohydrates, proteins, amino acids, and the nucleic acids, okay, and the lipids. And the next one is cell cycle, cell division. Cell division, where a mother cell divide to form two daughter cells. So it is very important process, that is a cell division, without which cell will not develop, the humans will not develop, where the ruptured cell will not get replaced into a new cells. After that, the fourth unit, that is plant physiology, in which transportation in the plants, transportation of minerals, what direction they get transferring, either that is a bidirectional, unidirectional with respect to xylem, phloem. Okay. Mineral and nutrition, what are the minerals they require for their metabolic activities and physiological activities. Okay, as we know, for the photosynthesis they require carbon dioxide, water, okay, and there is an involvement of ATP. Okay, photosynthesis. Photosynthesis, it is also that is anabolic process, where there is the involvement of water, carbon dioxide, sunlight, in the presence of chlorophyll, the release of ATP. Then there is a formation of hot glucose takes place. That process you're going to learn in the photosynthesis in higher plants, where you're going to learn different cycles. Respiration in plants, that is breakdown of glucose in the presence of oxygen. Then there is a release of what, the energy molecule called ATP takes place. Okay, here also some cycles you're going to learn. Plant growth and development. There is an involvement of some of the regulators or hormones, auxins, gibberellin, cytokinin, abscisic acid, and ethylene. Okay, you're going to learn detail about these hormones. Human physiology, it is the zoology part, in which digestion and absorption, breathing and exchange of gases, body fluids and circulation, excretory products and their elimination, neural control and coordination, chemical coordination and integration. These chapters you people are already come across in your 10th standard. Okay, that is the human digestive system you come across, body fluids and circulation with respect to the blood and their types and their components, right? Breathing and exchange of gases, that is human respiratory system you already come across, human excretory system you come across, right? And the neural control and coordination, that is the neuron, as well as a detailed study of a brain. Chemical coordination integration, in which we're going to learn about hormones, different hormones released in the human body. Okay, the only new one is the locomotion and the movement, right? So, what are the parts or tissues that are helpful for the movement and locomotion in our body, that we're going to learn here? That is about muscles and bones, right? So this is the detailed syllabus in biology. But we are starting from the animal kingdom. This is the total outline of the chapter. Okay. First, we're going to discuss the introduction. Later, basics of classification. On what base we classify non-chordates and chordates. Of course, the basic one is, that is, it having a notochord. It having a notochord, it does not having what? Notochord. In which again, Porifera, Coelenterata, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, and Hemichordata. Okay, you should remember these names, or you have to by heart these phylum names. Okay, the next phylum is Chordata, that having notochord, in which again systematically Urochordata, Cephalochordata, and Vertebrata. Vertebrata, where notochord is developed into what? Backbone. If it having notochord, it is called chordate. Okay. If notochord get developed with a strong solid backbone, it is called what? Vertebrata. This vertebrate again systematically divided into agnatha and gnatha stomata. Agnatha, A nothing but absent, absent of jaws. Okay, these are without jaws, these are with jaws. Agnatha and gnatha stomata, in which only one class, cyclostomata, only one class, very few animals included in the agnatha. In gnatha stomata, again there are two super classes. There are two super classes. That is Pisces and tetrapods. Pisces, all type of fishes comes under Pisces. Chondrichthyes, it is mainly divided on the basis of endoskeleton. Okay, if endoskeleton is a cartilage, then it is called as chondrichthyes. If endoskeleton is made by a strong bony, it is called ostrichus. Okay, that we come to know detail while we discuss the fishes. Tetrapods, four-leg bearing animals, that is amphibians, reptiles, apes, mammals. Okay, so humans are also comes under in the animalia, that is in the class mammals. These are all classes. Okay. From the next class, we're going to start from the introduction of this chapter. Okay, we'll stop here. Thank you.